Hey everybody, I am going to wait a little bit for a few people to get on and then we will go ahead and start our class. We are going to have a class on basic essential oils. So if you are brand new to essential oils or if you are kind of a person who knows a little bit about them, or maybe even if you know a lot about them, then I think that this will be a really good class for you to watch. Okay, so I want to also say that I am not a superwoman. I have notes in front of me, and so I'm going to be reading from my notes during this class, and I just want you to know that anytime you are learning information, sometimes at the beginning it seems a little bit overwhelming. Hey Vicki, good to see you. But once you continue to work with the information, you're going to feel a lot more comfortable with it. So everybody starts at the same place, and everybody starts at knowing pretty much nothing. So as you continue to experiment with oils, you will feel a lot more comfortable with it. So if you feel overwhelmed at the beginning, don't worry about it. This is a video. It's going to be recorded. You can watch it over again. Okay, and just remember that I am reading from notes. It's not because I just have all of this stuff memorized in my head. You know, I do know a lot of this stuff because I've gone over it a lot, but just remember, this is a video. You can watch it again if you need it. But if it helps you to take notes with a pen and paper, go ahead and get that paper now, because I want you to learn and I want you to ask questions. So I can see your questions. I'm using my desktop, but I can see your questions. So don't hesitate to ask me any questions about it. So before we get started, I just want to say that I am not a medical professional. This information is for educational purposes only. And I just want you to not ask me to diagnose or treat or refer you to any certain oils for specific diseases. I can always point you to oils that will support body systems, but I'm not a doctor and I don't claim to be. So thanks. Okay, so I just want to say that I'm really grateful and excited to share this opportunity with you. And essential oils have really made a huge impact in my life and in my family's life. And I want to share my story with you. I want to share a little bit about what oils are and how you can use them. And then I also want to talk about how how oils would be beneficial to your body and your family. So, okay, as we get started, I just want you to think about how many essential oil companies there are. Have you looked on the internet about essential oil companies? There are a ton of them, and it seems like every day there are more and more popping up. So there are a lot of essential oil companies out there, but Young Living, which is the company that I use, is the only company that was founded by a farmer. His name was Gary Young, and he was a farmer, and he just wanted to have oils to help himself and also help his family. He just wanted to help people, and he was a farmer. And Young Living is the only company that was founded by a farmer. All the other companies have been founded by expert marketers and people who are trying to get into the essential oil money world. So Young Living has also said that they never make oils for a profit. They make oils for people. So I really love that their focus is on people and helping people, not just making money off of people. All right, so my name is Lydia, and I am a wife and I'm a mother of 2 little boys. My husband and I have been married for 10 years, and our little boys are super active and fun. I was a Spanish teacher for 9 years, and I just quit that last year, and this year I've been home with my boys and I've been teaching essential oil classes. And I really love it that I get to teach essential oil classes and educate people on health, and that I can make a business out of it. So If you are interested in making a business with essential oils, just let me know and I can help you. All right, so I've been on a natural health journey for the last couple of years, and I would say pretty much most of my life I've been very naturally minded and healthy minded. Like in high school, I was very active with sports, and I was always, trying to support my body in that way. And I would say when I had my first child, Silas, he is almost 6 years old now. The first winter that I had after I had Silas, I had stuff that like never happened to me before. Like my immune system was struggling with things that I had never struggled with. And I struggled with these things several times over that winter. And I'm not sure if it was the lack of sleep or if it was the hormones or maybe a mixture of the two, but I just knew that something was not right. And so I wanted to do something that I could support my body naturally with. So in 2014, I finally found Young Living, and it has made a huge difference in my life. And if you really want to know, I will say, honestly, I did start with another company first. That first winter, I started with another company, and it was okay, but it didn't seem like much of a value to me, and it didn't make a big impact on my health. So I continued to look elsewhere, and finally I found Young Living, and that was my aha moment to, wow, this is amazing. Okay, so if you are here listening to this class today, I just want to say that this is probably because somebody loves you. Somebody invited you because somebody wants you to learn about how you can help your body be healthy. And so I just want you to take a moment to think about that person and the fact that they love you, because they do. And if that person is me, yes, I love you. Okay, so everybody has their own reasons about why they want to learn about essential oils. And I am so glad that you're here today because it is for a reason. And as we get going with our class, I just want to mention to you that disease does not happen overnight. Body systems don't fail just out of the sudden overnight. It happens little by little, day by day, choice by choice. And everything that you do is either fighting disease or contributing to it. And it's not just about the food that we eat or how much exercise that we get. All of that does contribute to a healthy lifestyle, and it's very important. But what you may not realize is the things that you put on your body, on your skin, the things that you breathe in your house, those things matter just as much, if not more, than what you eat and how much you exercise. Okay, here's a little fact. Did you know that the air inside your house can be anywhere from 5 to 10 times more polluted than the outside air? So that's really scary, right? And this is due to most homes not being well ventilated. And because of that, the products that you use in your home stay in your home. And they're constantly there for you to breathe in, like the air is being recycled. And among the worst of the things that people are breathing are household air fresheners, and that includes candles. And I know if you're a candle lover, I'm sorry, but most of them are just not good unless they are made out of soy and they don't have fragrance in them. All right, plug-ins is another one, wax burners, and any kind of spray. Also, I would say perfumes. Most perfumes are full of toxic chemicals, and that is going to be recycled in your home as well. Also, cleaning products, fabric softeners, dryer sheets, and much more. All that stuff is, you're just continuing to breathe it in. So I know that when you first hear that, like you might be thinking in your head, oh my goodness, that's so scary. So I know it can feel a little bit scary and a little bit overwhelming, and I felt the same way when I heard those facts. But that's just all they are, they're facts. And for the sake of our health and our future, it's important not to ignore it and not to just, well, whatever, I'm just going to keep doing what I've been doing. And I'm not necessarily telling you to start throwing things away tonight. Now, you totally can, and it might be a good idea to decide, you know what, all of these air fresheners, all of these wax burners, I'm just gonna put them away because I'm not using them. I'm gonna throw them away, whatever, not use them anymore. And this is eventually what I did. I did go through my house with garbage bags, and I got rid of everything that was bad for me because I wanted my home to be healthy and I wanted to be healthy. All right, so I'm telling you this because knowledge is power, and power is an amazing thing. And when you know better, you can do better. So I want you also to remember that you are the gatekeeper of your home. You are the person that decides what comes in and what goes out, and you are the best caretaker for your family. So I want to help you today to learn how diverse essential oils are and how you can bring them into your life to kind of get rid of these chemicals that are in your house that could be harming your body, that are harming your body even if you don't know it. I'm going to show you how to get rid of the toxins and switch over to something that will benefit your mind and your body. Okay, so what are essential oils? Essential oils are basically plant juice. Okay, they're the most powerful part of the plant. And Young Living's genuine therapeutic grade essential oils are extracted through careful steam distillation. And they also use a cold pressing technique. And this is like for citrus oils. They'll cold press it, they'll just press the rinds out. So these oils are also referred to as the lifeblood of the plant or the immune system in the plant. And they give oxygen to your cells, and they also help your body to naturally detox. So oils do the same thing for the plant. Maybe in science class from high school or from college, you remember learning about what happens to plants when they get injured. So what happens is they start to repair themselves. And it's actually the essential oil inside the plant that God put there that helps to support the plant and help it to get back to health. So oils can do actually the same thing in the human body as they do for the plants. And they actually support every body system. So that's really, really cool. I think it's awesome how God made the plants, and he made us, and he made the plants for us to use in our bodies. So essential oils also have protective properties, which are the plant's natural defense mechanism, and this is what gives them the therapeutic benefits. And another way, what I said before is just think about essential oils as the plant's immune system. So when you put an essential oil on your body, just think, I'm putting a plant's immune system on my body, I guess. All right, so they can support everything from a healthy brain to a healthy weight, and they're also great for emotional support. And honestly, like that might sound weird to you, but I love using oils for emotional support. And I think a lot of you have probably heard about lavender being used to help calm and soothe people. It can help you sleep, and like if you go to a spa, like chances are they're probably going to have something lavender-like there. Okay, so an oil in a diffuser, it can help a child relax after a long day at school. It can help you after a long day at work. And they can also be invigorating. Like not all of them are going to put you to sleep. They can be invigorating and uplifting, and they can also be energizing. And essential oils can also be used as an alternative to toxic cleaning chemicals in your home. Okay, so a little note about that is 1 bottle of Thieves Cleaner that I have right here. This, when you have a wholesale membership, is $22. And it is awesome. This can replace every single cleaning product that you have in your house. And literally, you can take the cap off, you can fill up the cap, put that cap full, which is about 1 ounce, into a spray bottle, fill the rest up with water, and then you can clean everything with. with it. So I've cleaned everything from my windows to my carpets to my oven, my floors, my toilets, everything. Like I don't have any other cleaning products in my home except for Thieves Cleaner. And a sample of this does come in the starter kit. So you've got like a 1 ounce, which is enough for a whole spray bottle of Thieves Cleaner. Okay. All right, it is awesome. And the fabulous thing about Thieves Cleaner is that it is safe for you. It is safe for your kids. It is safe for your animals if you have animals in your home. It's not going to cause any kinds of breathing problems. It's not going to cause any kind of chemical reaction. It's very, very safe. And it is a great deal too because it's super concentrate. It's about $1 or $1.50 a bottle that you're making with the Thieves Cleaner. And honestly, you can't really even get organic cleaner at the store for that price. So I really love how Young Living makes it really easy to start ditching the toxins and switching over to something that's much healthier. All right, and you're gonna find out that, you know, Young Living is more than just oils. Like, yes, we have tons and tons of oils, but we also have a lot of natural products because Young Living is dedicated to helping you get rid of toxic products in your home and making your home a healthy place. All right, so back to oils. We're going to talk about the premium starter kit tonight, and this is how everybody gets started with Young Living. This is $160. I'm going to hold up the box. All right, I'm going to tell you what's in it, okay, because there's a lot in this box. It is $160, and it's going to give you all the essential oils that you need to get started right now. And it also comes with a diffuser. So I've got 2 diffusers behind me. You only see one. All right, we've got the Desert Mist diffuser right here. And we have the Dewdrop diffuser. Everything is backwards, so I'm kind of figuring out my hand motions. You can choose either one of those. And actually, the Desert Mist diffuser is my favorite because it has lots of different functions. This one goes for 10 hours. It can go for 10 hours intermittently. And the Dewdrop over here can go for about 4 hours. So if you get your starter kit tonight, I would definitely say get the Desert Mist because it is my favorite and you will love it. Okay. All right, so it comes with a diffuser and it comes with 11 essential oils, and it also comes with a wholesale membership of 24% off of everything. So if you're just a retail member, you're going to pay 24% more. There's never any pressure for you to sell Young Living, and lots of people don't, but lots of people do. So if you ever change your mind, you can always make this a business. But a lot of people just get the membership for the wholesale discount. Okay, so there are several ways to use essential oils. First, we're going to talk about inhalation and diffusing essential oils. So this is what I'm doing right now. I've got the 2 different oil diffusers in back of me. And if you think about it, fragrance is the substance of memories. Research shows that when you are inhaling the pure constituents of essential oils, it can activate regions in your brain that are associated with memory, emotion, and state of mind. So in less than a second, a scent has the power to activate a number of physical and emotional responses. So just think about that. Have you ever been in a situation where you smell something and it immediately brings you back to your childhood, or it makes you think about something that happened, maybe good or bad, whatever. So the studies just show that scents have such a powerful impact on our brain, and essential oils are fabulous for helping to rediscover peace and calming and balance and joy, all of those good things. And another good reason why diffusing essential oils is so important is because they help to purify and cleanse the air from environmental impurities. So, all right, so I love it that you can get rid of all of your sprays and your candles and your waxes and just use your diffuser, because that will not hurt you if you are using living oils for sure. All right, another one of the ways to use oils is topically. So the first way is inhalation or diffusing, and just think breathing or smelling, okay? The second way is you can put them on topically. So the proper usage, like if you're wondering, is indicated on the bottle, and you can just look and see if like how you're supposed to use that oil, like how many drops, and if you're supposed to dilute it, it'll tell you like a 1-to-1 ratio sometimes, which means like 1 drop of essential oil, 1 drop of carrier oil, or sometimes it will say that you don't need to dilute it or whatever. So I just want to help you understand here that sometimes we think, oh, well, if a little bit is good, a lot must be better. So I'm going to use a lot. I'm going to use a ton of essential oil. And that is not always correct. A little bit will go a long, long way, because essential oils are really potent and really powerful. So I would suggest that you start low and you go slowly, because you only need a little bit and you don't want to waste your product. Okay, so depending on the oil, you should probably start 1 to 2 drops, and then as you get going, you can gradually build up to maybe 3 to 4 uses per day if you need to. So because of the molecular size of essential oils, they are smaller than cells. And that allows the oils to penetrate your skin really, really quickly. And I also want you to understand that your skin is the largest organ that you have. Everything that touches your skin, your shampoo, your deodorant, your makeup, your lotion, even your laundry detergent, because think about it. You wash your clothes in the laundry detergent, you wear your clothes all day, and then when you take your clothes off, you're probably wearing pajamas, and even if you're not, you're probably sleeping in a bed that has sheets on it that you washed in that laundry detergent. So all of the products that you're using on your skin, like they are directly absorbed into your bloodstream. And then if there are toxins in those products, then those toxins are going to end up in your delicate organs, okay? So a lot of people, when they think about getting healthy, they just think about, well, I'm going to focus on my diet, I'm going to focus on adding in more exercise. Those things are so important, okay? I'm not discounting how important those things are. But what a lot of people forget is they don't think about what is coming into contact with their skin. Because, all right, if you think about it this way, if you are eating something, so you're ingesting something orally, it's going to go through a filtration process. God gave you a liver and kidneys, and that liver and that kidney, those kidneys are going to break down the food and, with enzymes, and they're going to flush out the toxins to a certain extent. Now, eating organic definitely is way better, but to a certain extent, that's what those organs are there for, because they're there to help your body filter. But your skin doesn't have a filter. When you put something on your skin, it's going to go directly into the bloodstream within, I believe it's 26 seconds. So once you put something on, 26 seconds later, it's going to be in your bloodstream. It's going to be traveling through your blood. Okay, so a lot of people think about skin being a barrier, but I want you to think of it as a carrier. And this is a scary fact, and I'm sorry about it, but the average woman applies over 300 chemicals a day to her body, and 80% of those are before breakfast. So does that worry you a little bit? It definitely worried me. So if maybe right now you're starting to think about all of the products that you have been using for years, and I will tell you, I absolutely felt the same way. And I remember sitting in the exact seat that you are sitting in and just feeling so shocked. But at the same moment, I felt extremely thankful. because I was learning this information, and it's never too late to change. Wouldn't you agree? So once you know better, you can do better and you can make a change. So right now, I do not use any synthetic lotions or perfumes or any synthetic chemicals in my house. The only thing I use are essential oils and essential oil products. And you might wonder how I smell, but I get compliments all the time on the way that I smell. So just because I've even changed over my deodorant to something natural. All right, so I want to encourage you to download an app on your cell phone. There's two apps that you can choose from. There's one called Think Dirty, and there's another one called EWG Skin Deep. And both of those are apps that allow you to be able to scan the products that you have in your home, and it will tell you how bad they are. Now, if you don't have any memory on your phone, you can always do a Google search for EWG, which stands for Environmental Working Group, and you can put the product with it, and it will tell you how good or how bad it is, what's good about it, what's bad about it, and the EWG gives it a rating as well, from A to F. All right. You can also look at ingredients, because sometimes those sites don't have the exact product, so you can just look at the ingredients on the label, and you can Google harms of, and then that name of the chemical or the ingredient, and it will give you a bunch of information about that. So again, it's a little overwhelming when you first start, but knowledge is power, and once you know better, you can do better. Okay, so first way, inhalation. That's the first way you can use essential oils. Second way is topically. The third way is using them internally. Now, I want to just say that internally, the only essential oil that I recommend using internally is Young Living oils, because I know that they are absolutely pure and there's nothing in them that is going to hurt me. And the FDA actually has a vitality line of white labels on their essential oils, and those show the ones that are specifically marked for dietary use. Now, I will say that, let's say, well, I don't have it with me, but let's say, pretend I have a bottle of, well, let me see if I have anything. Yes, I do. Okay, so there is, I'm just going to show you the difference really quick. Okay, so one of the oils we have is Digize essential oil. So the white label means that it is vitality. And this is Digize, and it has like a reddish label. This one is labeled for internal use. This one is labeled for topical use. But both of them are the same oil. What is inside this bottle is the same oil that's inside this bottle. The only difference is that the label on this one is labeled for internal use, okay? So Young Living's Vitality line is GRAS approved, and that means generally regarded as safe for internal usage by the FDA. All right. So a great way to use the vitality oils is by putting them in an empty vegetable capsule, like a kind of like a pill, but it's an empty vegetable capsule. And you can put the oil in it, and you can add a carrier oil and then just take it internally. That's a great way. I like to put the citrus oils, especially in my water. So I have a glass water bottle, and it's a recycled Nature Red bottle from Young Living. But I just like to put my oil in here, like 1 or 2 drops in this, and I like to drink it that way. So if you are putting them in your water, just make sure that you are not drinking out of plastic. Okay, so you can use glass or stainless steel, or you can use ceramic. All right, you can also cook with essential oils, and I like to make peppermint brownies with my vitality oils. Amanda, who's on here right now, used fennel in her, I think, spaghetti sauce, and she said it came out awesome. Some people like to use lavender in their lemonade, like lavender and lemon in their lemonade, and that's awesome. All right, so another reason why it's important to use Young Living essential oils topically and take them internally is because they are very high in antioxidants. And antioxidants can they create an unfriendly environment for free radicals. And free radicals they come from sources outside your body, and there's a lot of different ways that you can get them. So some of them come from tobacco smoke or toxins that we're using and applying every day to our body. Some come from the food and even the water we drink, and just regular pollutants in the air. So free radicals, they can make you look and feel older. And I don't know about you, but I don't really want to look any older than I am. I'd rather slow down that process for as long as I can. Free radicals, they attack and they damage the body. And I love how with essential oils, we can take defensive action. Okay, so I want to say one more thing about free radicals. Something else that comes in the starter kit, and I'm going to tell you everything that comes in the starter kit in a second. But one other thing that helps with free radicals is the Nature Red drink. So you get 2 packets of this in the starter kit, and if you really like it, which if you try it, you probably will like it, you can get a big bottle that is this size, and then you can reuse it for a water bottle if you like. Just tell people it's just water, because sometimes people think it's not just water. Anyways, okay, so Nature Red, it tastes great, it fortifies the body, it replenishes key nutrients in your body. It also has essential oils in it like lemon, orange, yuzu, and tangerine. And it's full, like what it is, it's a wolfberry drink. And wolfberry is a super high antioxidant fruit that comes from China. And it is awesome for like your wellness in general. Okay. All right, so I want to talk to you about why Young Living. Like why do I love Young Living so much? Young Living stands above the rest, for sure. Young Living has over 25 years of experience and research, and it's the only company that has the seed to seal guarantee. So seed to seal, basically, you can look for more information on seedtoseal.com, and after the class I will post a video about seed to seal. But seed to seal is basically a promise that from the moment a seed is sourced to the time that a bottle is sealed, Young Living uses only the highest standards to make the products and your life and the earth better. Like they're always trying to make sure that everything they do is protecting the earth and that it will be top-notch for your body. And they use the highest standards in their products. All right, I love it that Young Living never uses any kind of chemicals of any kind in their process. And because of the Seed to Seal promise, they never ever use any kind of pesticides or herbicides, and they actually hand weed all of their plants. They choose their own seeds, they grow everything themselves, and they distill it all themselves, they test and they bottle everything. And then when that's all done, they also send it off and they get it tested by a third party. It takes a lot of plant material to produce therapeutic grade pure essential oils. The oils are super concentrated and it takes a lot of work to produce even just a little bit. All right, so Gary Young was our founder. He built, I think it's 9 farms around the world. And right now we actually have farms on every single continent except for Antarctica. And then we have partner farms as well all over the world. And no other company has that. So that's one thing that really sets Young Living apart. No other company does all that. No other company has the Seed to Seal standard. No other company has the quality assurance that you can get from Young Living. All right, so the farms are worldwide so that the plants can grow in the climates that they thrive in. And Young Living also loves for their members to take part in the process. And you can plant seedlings if you go to a farm. You can also, help in the harvest and in the distillation process. So anybody, whether they are a member or not, is welcome on the farm, and you can interview any employee, you can ask any questions, you can walk out into their fields, and you can observe the entire process. And I love that because that's another thing that no other company has. And I actually went to the farm in June, and I was able to plant a seed, or I was able to plant some Melissa and just be part of the process. And I was able to look at how they were distilling things and watch the juniper being distilled. So everything is just, I love it that Young Living is so transparent and will answer any of your questions. All right, so another thing that I want to touch on is something that sets Young Living apart from all the other essential oil companies out there, and even the ones that are sold in stores. Okay, so here are a couple of tips and red flags. So the first red flag, number one, is if an oil is truly a therapeutic grade, there should be absolutely no expiration date on the bottle. Genuine therapeutic essential oils should never, ever expire. And think of it as like a bottle of wine. If you keep it in a cool, dark place, the shelf life should be indefinite. And I want to mention too that when they found King Tut's tomb in Egypt, which is like super, super, super old, they found essential oil in sealed containers. And they tested the oil and it was still viable. It was still just as good as the day that they put it there. So real, good, therapeutic grade essential oils should never, ever expire. All right, so the red flag number two is I want you to pay attention to the fragrance of an oil. Does it smell delicate and rich and organic, like earthy? Do the aromas vary from batch to batch? When they do, that's an indication that they are distilled in small batches, which is what you want, rather than industry processed on a large scale with chemical additives and solvents. So lavender oil should never have like a hint of vanilla in it. Peppermint oil should never smell like a candy cane. Genuine therapeutic essential oils should have a different aroma with each small batch. And I've noticed, especially with peppermint, peppermint is one that definitely has a different smell, a lot of times. So with my Young Living products. All right, so that is something that you want. Everything in the plant's surroundings might change its aroma, but not the therapeutic constituents. For example, when a plant gets too much or too little water or sun, or maybe the soil conditions or the temperature, or even like wind, all of those things can change the aroma, the way it smells. And this is going to reveal its pure state. So I want to say that all oils, no matter where you get them from, they're going to fall into one of four categories. Grade A, this is the grade that you want. These are genuine therapeutic grade oils made from organically grown plants, and they are distilled at proper temperatures. Grade B, they are food grade oils, but they may contain synthetic chemicals, pesticides, fertilizers, and even chemical extenders. Grade C are perfume oils, and they're typically what you find on the shelves at like a health food store. They often contain things like solvents, that companies use and able to get higher yields out of the oil. So they'll put the solvent in with the plant product, and that will extract more oil. But then you also have the solvent that you can't get rid of, and it's highly toxic normally. All right, so grade D is called the floral water, and that is when they pull out all of the oil from the plant, there's water left over. And the water has no therapeutic properties. It just kind of smells nice. And that is what some companies use in their essential oils. All right, so I want to also say that this is really important. For an essential oil to be labeled pure or therapeutic or whatever, it only has to contain 5% of essential oil and able to be labeled all natural or pure or organic. And it can, the rest, like the 95% of the rest of the bottle can be anything else. So they can do this because in the United States, there's no rating system and there's no labeling laws regarding essential oils. And the closest thing that we get is that requirement from the FDA that says in order to label a bottle of essential oil pure or therapeutic grade, the contents must contain at least 5% essential oil. So if it is an oil this size, 5% is just a few drops, because I believe that there are like 90 to 95 drops in this bottle. So that's just a few drops of real oil. And you know, like Young Living would never ever do that. And that's why it's so important to know where your oils come from, what the source is, and to be able to trust the company that you're buying from. So with Young Living, you absolutely are getting what you paid for. And with those other companies, you're also getting what you paid for. So you might think, well, these oils that I'm buying, they're cheaper. Well, yes, they are. They are cheaper, but you get what you pay for. So compare it to like a hamburger on the dollar menu versus like an organic grass-fed Angus hamburger. Like the latter is going to be more expensive, but the quality is going to be so much better. And you know, the same goes with all those essential oils on the market. Young Living completes 14 different tests on each batch of oil that is made. And these are done in triplicate before and after bottling, 2 separate times. So that's a lot of testing. Nothing is compromised. And so the seed to seal standard goes beyond organic, beyond purity. And I don't know about you, but wouldn't you agree that it is very, very important to go above and beyond? So that's why it's just super important to know where your oils are coming from and to trust a company. All right, so I want to also say that essential oils are given to us by the Lord because He created the plants. And He created the plants to work perfectly with our bodies and to help support them with every need. The plants are not just out there, and the trees are not just out there to look pretty and to cover the ground. The essential oils are there the plants are there for us to use. And I also want to say that essential oils are not a fad. Essential oils have been mentioned in the Bible over 1,000 times directly or indirectly. And any time in the Bible that you read about incense, perfumes, spices, or ointments, all of those are referring to essential oils. All right, so a few things before we get started on the actual oils that come in the starter kit. I want to touch on a few safety guidelines. Essential oils are really powerful, potent gifts from nature. And in order to prevent misuse from the oils, just follow these precautions. Never ever put oils directly in your eye or in your ear canal, because it will burn, okay? Now, I will say, if you are ever putting oils on your body and you accidentally get them in your eye, like maybe you put peppermint on your forehead or another oil somewhere else and then you forget about it and then you rub your eye, you can always take a carrier oil, which is like a fatty oil, and you can put it on your finger and dab your eye with it, and it will immediately stop the intensity. Don't ever use water because oil and water do not mix, and it will intensify the oil. All right, so if an essential oil feels hot on your skin, I want you to immediately apply a carrier oil. Now, Young Living has a carrier oil called V6, but you can also use olive oil or coconut oil or any other good quality cooking oil. All right, so another precaution is I want you to pay attention to if there is ever a rash that occurs after you put on an oil, just refrain from applying that oil topically for a few days. And then after that, you can start back slowly with a carrier oil. So just dilute it a good bit, and then you can build yourself up to that. There are some oils that I always dilute, and that would be like oregano, clove. Those are very spicy oils. All right, so pregnant women and epileptics, those with high blood pressure, should always consult your doctor, but also do your research. So just do research online. When you are using essential oils on like young children and also elderly people, it's always safest to dilute most oils. So dilute them again with a carrier oil, coconut oil, whatever, grapeseed, jojoba. And what carrier oils do, the reason why it's so important to use a carrier oil is they will slow down the rate that your body absorbs the oil. And it does not dilute the effectiveness of the oil. So that is a good thing to know. All right, got two more. Citrus oils are photosensitive. So that means that if you put them on your skin, just put them somewhere where the sun is not going to see it. You don't want to put citrus oil on your face and then go to the beach. That would be a very, very bad thing. So just put it somewhere that, like underneath your bathing suit, or put it on at night, not in the morning. All right, if you are taking medication on a regular basis, if you have a specific medical condition, do your research, consult your doctor, but also know that most doctors are not educated in essential oil and in using therapeutic grade essential oils. So it's really important to have a resource book where you can look things up and find information for yourself. And it's really, and I can say this from personal testimony, it's really, really important to be your own advocate, because you are the one who knows your body best, okay? So be your own advocate. Be smart, use better judgment, educate yourself, read labels, read product information, read reference material. Okay, so all of that said, essential oils are safe when they are used properly. So that's why it's really, really important to invest in good reference material. And I also want you to know that you are never alone on this wellness journey. Like, you are here because somebody invited you, and that person loves you. And either that person is going to help you, or you're going to be put into a group. If you were invited by somebody that is in my group, then I would be more than happy to help you. If you were invited by somebody else who's in a different group, they will help you, or we will find somebody to help you, because we want you to learn. All right, so I hope you were excited. That was my all the stuff beforehand, but now we're going to actually start talking about the oils. Okay, so when you get your oils, they come in a starter kit, and it is, I showed it to you earlier, but it looks like this. So it's actually got a pretty lavender field sleeve that goes on top of it, and then you pull it off, and this is underneath. Okay, so you're going to open it. It's got a little magnetic thing. It's got information up here, and then it has oils. So these oils, you can actually pull them out, and we're going to go ahead and talk about them. Okay. I put my notes down, and I can do the rest of the class without my notes, but I'd rather do it with my notes. Isn't that silly? Okay, give me just a second. Isn't that funny? Oh, wait. Okay. I'm just going to do the rest of it without my notes. But remember, I'm not a superwoman because I did, wait. I think I just found it. I'm not a superwoman because I'm using my notes. Okay. All right, so that's what I said at the very beginning. Thanks for bearing with me. All right, I just want to make sure I say everything that I wanted to say. Okay, so lavender, and all of these essential oil bottles are 5 milliliter bottles in the starter kit. But once you are a member, you can get 15 milliliter bottles, which are 3 times the size. Okay, so lavender oil is probably one of the most versatile oils that there is. It's called the Swiss Army knife of essential oils because it just has so many uses. And this is great for relaxation, for calming. It's great for using at bedtime when you're wanting to wind down or wind your kids down. It's great in the bath, and it's also a great beginner oil. I like to keep this one in the kitchen because I use this one all the time. It's fabulous for anything skin related. All right, this is one that it actually takes 27 square feet of lavender plants to make one 15 milliliter bottle of lavender oil. That's kind of a fun fact. All right, so peppermint, and this is a vitality oil, but the things that it does, the vitality oil, just remember, is the same as the non-vitality oil. So peppermint has an invigorating, energizing, and fresh mint aroma, and it's been studied widely for its potential benefits. And as a dietary supplement, like if it's a vitality oil, it can be used for healthy gut function and digestive efficiency. And it's a great way to help start or end your meal. Like, I like to use peppermint on my belly. Sometimes I just like rub it on my belly to support digestion. And it can also, if you are using regular peppermint, you can put it on the back of your neck, and it can help to kind of like wake you up, can make you feel more alert. I like to use it for any kind of like occasional discomfort, like you might want to put it on your forehead or on your temples, or it's really great for when you are exercising. Yesterday I went for a run, and before I went, I just rubbed peppermint over my chest. Now I will say, if you are breastfeeding, peppermint is one that you would not want to put over your breasts because you just wouldn't. It can affect your milk supply. All right. This is also a great one that if you like to do it yourself things, you can make a cooling spray in the summer. So you can just put a few drops in a spray bottle with maybe some witch hazel and water and spray it on yourself, and it's very, very refreshing. Okay, lemon is our next oil. And lemon is one of those oils that is cold pressed from the rind of the lemon peel. So it's not the actual lemon juice itself. It has a citrus flavor, and it's great to enhance the taste of food and in water. And it's one of the key ingredients in thieves, which we will talk about later, and also Nature Red. Another awesome thing about lemon is it's very high in antioxidants. And as we talked about earlier, antioxidants help to combat free radicals, and that means that it helps to support a healthy immune system. And so lemon vitality is definitely one that I I use often, either lemon or another citrus oil pretty much every day in my water to support my immune system. And this is a cool thing too. Instead of asking for a lemon wedge at a restaurant, you can just put a few drops of lemon essential oil in your water, as long as it is not plastic. So don't put this in plastic for sure. All right, so lemon oil is awesome too, because if you think about it, it takes 75 lemons to be able to create one 15 milliliter bottle of essential oil. So this is a 5 milliliter, this is a 15 milliliter. So it takes 75 lemons to get one bottle of lemon essential oil. And just a little reminder, with lemon, just put it somewhere where the sun is not going to see it. All right, let's talk about Raven. Raven is a great oil to support the respiratory system. There are hints of cinnamon and I believe eucalyptus in this one, and it is a fabulous oil that I use in the wintertime or any time that we need respiratory support. You know, I hear my kids or I hear myself or whatever, and Raven is a fabulous oil to have on hand. Okay, Thieves is the next one. Okay, so Thieves is actually why I started my journey with Young Living. This is the oil that made such a difference in my winters. And my winters have been so much better because our immune systems have been supported. So Thieves is a blend of 5 different oils, and it's an oil that is awesome, and it's really, really versatile. So it can support your overall wellness and a healthy immune system. And it's a blend, okay, so 5 oils: clove, cinnamon bark, rosemary, lemon, and eucalyptus. And I like to use Thieves in my diffusers pretty much every day during the winter. I like to use it at night when my boys are sleeping. And this is also one that I put in a little bottle with some carrier oil, and I like to put it in a roller bottle and put it on the bottom of my boys' feet at night and on their spine, sometimes behind their ears as well. So Thieves is one that I absolutely never run out of. Pretty much all the oils in the starter kit, I never run out of them because they are so useful and so awesome to have on hand because they do so many things. And another thing about Thieves, there's a whole line of Thieves products. I already talked about the Thieves cleaner, which can replace everything in your house as far as cleaning supplies go. But they also have like a Thieves hand soap. They have a Thieves laundry detergent, which this looks like a small bottle, right? Well, you only have to use a tablespoon per load. So anytime you see the word Thieves next to a product, it means that it's full of like power-packed essential oils that are going to be awesome. And there's a toothpaste. Honestly, just look up the Thieves line on Young Living and you will be very impressed. Okay, frankincense is the next one that we are going to talk about. Frankincense, this is one that I use every single day because it is so awesome. And honestly, you should look up benefits of frankincense essential oil. This is considered the holy anointing oil in the Middle East, and it's been used in religious ceremonies for thousands of years. It's well known during the time of Christ because it was one of the gifts given to baby Jesus at his birth. Diffusing frankincense is great for calming and grounding purposes, and this is also a great skin oil. It helps the appearance of healthy looking skin. And honestly, look up, like just Google benefits of frankincense essential oil and you're gonna see so much more than I can tell you here. Okay, so copaiba, and it said copaiba. It's a Spanish word. This is like the frankincense of South America. It comes from Brazil, and this is, it does have some of the same properties as frankincense, but it is different. This is one that has a it doesn't have a very strong smell, but it is rich and it is uplifting and kind of woodsy. If you take it internally, this can promote wellness, and it can also support the body's natural response to injury or irritation. And I will say that Young Living was the first company to discover copaiba. So I love mixing copaiba and lavender in unscented Epsom salt and letting my feet soak in it. I also like putting copaiba and lemon and thieves together in like a tea and drinking that because it's very helpful, especially like during the winter time. Okay, so Panaway, we've got 4 more oils left. Panaway is a blue bottle. Panaway is a blend of 4 oils. So it's got wintergreen, clove, peppermint, and helichrysum. Panaway has a stimulating aroma, and it really soothes your skin. So this is a great blend to use right before or after any kind of exercise or physical activity. And some of the oils in Panaway are used in Young Living's pain cream. So I like using Panaway in an Epsom salt bath as well. So you can use it for occasional discomforts. All right, Digei's essential oil. This one, we talked about it earlier. This, I will be honest, is not my favorite scent. It's got fennel in it and anise and some other oils in it. And it's one of the ones that when I first smelled it, it wasn't my favorite. But I never, ever, ever leave home without it. I've got a little oil bag that I bring with me in my purse everywhere. And Digei's is definitely one of the oils that's in here because it is your all things tummy oil. So anything that you want to, if you ever have a time where you want to support your digestive health, Digei's is the one to go to. And I would say, like, my son Silas uses Digei's almost every single day because it is that helpful for him. Okay, so we have one more and then we have a bonus oil that's included in the kit. We've got Citrus Fresh. Citrus Fresh is great for helping get stink out of the air. It's also fabulous for emotional support because it has citrus in it. Citrus, like, it's got several different kinds of citrus and spearmint essential oil in it. And citrus oils really help to elevate the mood in your house. So it kind of is like a happy oil right there. Okay. And the last essential oil is actually in the bottom of your kit. So when you get your kit, make sure that you find the bottom section because Stress Away is always right here. Stress Away is one of the top emotional oils, and actually everybody needs Stress Away. It does exactly what it says, stress away. It can help induce relaxation. It can reduce occasional nervous tension, and some people even really like to use it to help them sleep. It can promote confidence. It can promote happiness, a stress-free mood for everybody. And it's also great for pets who might be kind of stressed out occasionally. And this is one I really like using as a perfume. Okay, so as I wrap this up, I'm almost done. Thank you so much for sticking with me. I want to share something that really hit home when I heard this. I want to remind you that you were invited here today because somebody cares for you, somebody cares for your family. And whoever that was, whether it was me or somebody else in this group that invited you, it's because you're loved. And I mentioned that at the beginning, but I just wanted to say it again because it is true. And you wouldn't be here if that was not true. Like, you are loved and you are important. And I want to help you realize the products that are sold to us in the grocery stores every day, they are not good for the most part. And as I said before, the average woman applies over 300 essential oils to her body every single day. And that, I'm going to also say that the number 2 cause of death in the United States is cancer. So like 1,600 people a day die of cancer every day. That's so many, that's so much. And in the US, 1 in 3 cases of cancer, they are directly linked to poor diet, physical inactivity, or chemical exposure. The American Cancer Society says that only 5 to 10% of all cancer cases are from genetic defects. Guys, that's huge, because you know what that means? That means that 90 to 95% of cancer cases are in our control because we can prevent it. It's those things that we allow into our home. It's those things that we allow onto our bodies and into our lungs. I know that these facts are really hard to swallow, but remember that knowledge is power, and once you know better, you can do better. And we need to change our outcome. Wouldn't you agree? So I just want to encourage you to start kicking the chemicals out of your home and create a better future for yourself and for your family. And you can control what is within the walls of your home. That is not hard. You are the gatekeeper of the things that come into your home. And what I want you to focus on is taking small steps and take what you know and do something about it. So the best way to get started is to get a kit of essential oils. I mentioned earlier, it has 11 different essential oils in it. It comes with 2 samples of Nature Red. It comes with a sample of the Thieves Cleaner, which you can get rid of all of the cleaners in your house and just use this. This will fill 1 spray bottle of essential oil, and you can get rid of everything else that you have in your house that might be causing your body problems. All right, so there's 3 ways that you can get started with essential oils. All right, number 1, and this is not the best, so we're going to do good, better, and then best. So a good way to get started is to become a retail member. So the problem with the retail membership is that you are going to be paying 24% more for every oil that you buy, every product that you buy. But you're getting products, so that is good, okay? The better option is to get the Premium Starter Kit. The Premium Starter Kit, as I said earlier, it's $160, but if you were to add up everything, the retail value of everything that they include, it's about $340 of a retail value. So the $160 is a fabulous little bit of money that is totally, totally worth it, and it will pay for itself. Okay, because as you know, if you reorder even, just a few times, that membership is going to pay for itself because you're getting 24% back. Okay, the best way to get started is to get your essential oil kit, your Premium Starter Kit, and then get on Essential Rewards. And the person who invited you to this class can help you figure out which things are best for your body, which things that you should probably start targeting right away. Essential Rewards is not required, but it is something that I'm so glad that I have. Essential Rewards is like a monthly wellness box. So you can decide what you want to come to your house each and every month. And I like to take out the things that I would be buying normally, like my shampoo, my makeup, my cleaning products, all my oils, whatever, my laundry detergent, and I just buy everything from Young Living now. So it's not necessarily like I'm spending a ton more or even more than I would be spending normally. It's just that I've transferred everything to Young Living, and I know that everything that I'm buying is healthy and going to help my body and not hurt my body. All right, so for the first 3 months with Essential Rewards, you get 10% back of everything that you order. So you're gonna get points that add up, and you can use those points to get free products. So after 3 months of being on Essential Rewards, you get 20% back of everything you order on Essential Rewards. So it is awesome. And guys, I mean, people are so excited about their Target Red cards because they're getting, money off of each purchase. Guys, Target does not give you 20% back like Young Living does. And then after 24 months, on the 25th month, you get 25% off of everything, back in points of everything that you order. So the Essential Rewards program is awesome. Plus, with every Essential Rewards order, there is a monthly promo for free products. And this month, I think it's like $220 worth of free products that you can get. So Essential Rewards is an awesome, awesome way to get started and to start making baby steps to a cleaner and non-toxic way of living. Okay, so I want you to talk to the person who invited you to this class and ask them how to get started. I am going to post a link after this video in the event that will walk you through the process of how to get started. But if it wasn't, if you came from Christy's group or whatever, talk to Christy and have her help you get started. But if you, just message me. I'll be able to tell who invited you, okay? So anyways, have a wonderful night, and I want you to ask me questions. You can always, always message me, okay? And I want to just help you get started on a healthy life that is going to benefit your body and benefit those around you. So have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for coming to class.